The Kiev government's forces fired 6 HIMARS rockets at Ilovaisk at around midnight. The Donetsk People's Republic, mission to the Joint Center for Control and Coordination of Issues Related to Ukraine's War Crimes said on Saturday. According to the mission, the 6 rockets were fired at 0000 Moscow time from the area of Ilovaisk. The mayor of the nearby city of Kherson, Victoria Zhukova, said a railway fuel depot in Ilovaisk caught fire as a result of the shelling. Information about casualties and property damage is now being verified. The weapon system made a name for itself on the battlefield by striking and destroying the Russian army's vital infrastructure. In mid-September, Moscow claimed it had attacked a Ukrainian facility being used to maintain HIMARS. Besides this, the Russian MOD claimed that 2 HIMARS anti-radar missiles and 9 drones were blown out of the sky. In a statement, the MOD noted, 21 shells of HIMARS and Vilka multiple launch rocket systems were shot down in the areas of the settlements of Vladimirovka of the Donetsk People's Republic, Olgovka, Nikolaevka, Novaya Kakhovka, Mary and Otradokumenka Kherson region. In addition, 2 American HIMARS anti-radar missiles were intercepted in the area of the village of Antonovka, Kherson region, it added. Moscow also alleged that Russian artillery struck MLRS, Smerch, and M777 howitzer batteries in Ukraine. The Russian MOD stated that a Ukrainian battery of Smerch multiple launch rocket systems and an American battery of M777 howitzers in the Kharkiv region were decimated during the counter-battery battle. An emergency services spokesperson was cited by several news outlets as saying that Ukrainian troops fired 19 HIMARS and Alder missiles at the city of Novaya Kakhovka in the Kherson region on Monday morning, and that 3 had struck the Kakhovka HPP. The Kyiv regime continues to shell the civilian infrastructure of Novaya Kakhovka. So, at 11:20 a.m., they fired at the Kakhovka hydroelectric power station, firing 19 HIMARS and Alder missiles. Unfortunately, 3 missiles hit the hydroelectric power station, the spokesperson said. The alleged attack comes days after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warned that Russian forces may be preparing to carry out a false flag attack on the Kakhovka HPP as Kyiv conducts extensive military action to take back its territory. Zelensky said in a video address to the nation on Thursday night that 80 settlements, including the city of Kherson, could be flooded if Russia blows up the power plant's dam. The hydroelectric power plant has been shelled by Russian forces since the beginning of the war, which began after President Vladimir Putin launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The Institute for the Study of War, ISW, a U.S. think tank, also assessed last week that Russian forces may be preparing to carry out a false flag attack on the Kakhovka HPP, citing Vladimir Saldo, head of Kherson's Russian-installed administration, and General Sergei Surovikin, the new commander of Putin's army in Ukraine, as claiming that Ukraine intends to destroy the strategic facility. The ISW said Russian authorities likely intend these warnings about a purported Ukrainian strike on the Kakhovka HPP to set an information environment for Russian forces to damage the dam themselves, and blame Ukraine for the subsequent damage and loss of life, all while using the resulting floods to cover their own retreat further south into the Kherson region.